knowledge and experience on, and just hope to inspire you and help you with whatever it is that you're looking to accomplish in your future. Hey guys, welcome back to Our Family Nest. So guess what? I'm just gonna jump right into part 2. I have about an hour before I have book club tonight. So I'm like, I don't know, once I get on a roll of talking about things, I just don't want to stop. So hopefully you guys liked this video enough, the first one that I already posted, that you're excited and ready for part 2. And just like I said in the first one, if you guys have questions for me, leave them down below. And if I have good questions, we'll just go ahead and jump right into a part 3. I need to think about what I should call these videos. Anyways, if you guys know me, I love to talk about things that I have knowledge and experience on, and just hope to inspire you and help you with whatever it is that you're looking to accomplish in your future. Or maybe you're just curious, so you ask me these questions not because you want to learn something, but because you just want to know the answer, which is totally fine too. So, all right, we're gonna pick right up from where we left off, and this person asks, tips on investing money. I don't really have tips on investing money other than if you find yourself at the end of the month having money left over after you pay all your bills, don't just put money into your savings account because you're making such small interest off of the money in your savings account. I mean, you need to have some there too, don't get me wrong, in case your car would break down or your house needs a new roof or whatever the case may be, or medical bills. That's always something you need to be prepared for. But if you have like a good chunk of money left over, meet with a financial advisor. They don't charge you extra to invest your money. If you're like, hey, at the end of the year, I have $5,000 that I'm not really spending on anything. What should I do with this money? And we're gonna help you either get traditional IRA, which is tax deductible, or they're going to help you set up like a monthly budget where you can invest money into like stocks where you can actually make money, all that kind of stuff. So I don't really have tips for investing other than if you have the extra money, like do something about it. Don't just put your money into your savings account. All right, next question. Do you use a spreadsheet for finances? I do for business related stuff. I have, oh my God, let's see. When I have a tax folder, say it says 2020 taxes, I have an like accounts receivable page for each business. And we have our recruiting business, we have YouTube, we have a media company that does billboard advertising, among some other things. We used to have Ivy and Sage, don't have that anymore. Then I have to keep track of the kids' stuff, so I have those spreadsheets. Then I have deductions for each business, like business expenses. I was gonna say there's probably about 20 to 25 different spreadsheets for all the businesses combined. So yes, Excel is my friend. Which business brings your family the most income? This has gone through, the answer could be different on any given year. However, okay, let me just start from the beginning. Obviously in the beginning when we had our physician recruiting business, and then Ken's had the media company, gosh, since before we were married. So probably going on 23, 24 years. The recruiting business always made more money until YouTube started making more money. Then I want to say YouTube started making more money. That was when first thing we did when we started making money off YouTube was paid off all of our debt. We had like credit cards because we had more than one. Paid off all of that first. Paid off, I'm trying to think what else. If we paid off a car, yep, we paid off, Ken's always owned his car. Paid off his car, and then it was like, okay, now we need to save. We're finally in a position where we can like build up a savings and save money. And then that's when we started using the YouTube money to invest and build money up for our retirement, which I talked about a little bit in the first video. We just banked and saved so much money because we knew it was not going to last forever. You know, we got to count our blessings while we have them, save as much money as we can. This is going to end. And sure enough, definitely as our kids have gotten older, our views are like way, way less than what they were 4 years ago. And so I want to say definitely 2020, because I just did the taxes for that. Ken's business has made more money than I call it my YouTube's my business. And the past 2 years, 2019, 2020, his business has made more money than YouTube. So, okay, what is advice for young people that are looking to be entrepreneurs? I would say if you're looking to be an entrepreneur in any type of business, pay attention to what other people doing that exact business that you have the dream to, be. Say it's somebody who owns their own bookstore. Study, research, collect data from other people that are doing what you want to do, and learn from them. Learn from their successes, learn from their failures, and just figure out what it is that you're going to be passionate about and try to do it. Nobody ever became successful without taking risks, and being an entrepreneur is everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. Nobody wants to go punch a time clock anymore. A lot of people have that dream of I want to work for myself. I want to make myself successful. And I think, the biggest tip is don't try to recreate the wheel. The wheel's already been created, but study who created the wheel, how they went about doing it, and learn from them. Have you ever wanted to take a break or quit YouTube? I think YouTube, once you've done it for a long period of time, can be like any job. I tell my kids this all the time. I don't care where you work, what your career is, what business you own, you always get mentally exhausted and can take a break. I mean, I love being able to go on vacation, and this was the first time we went on vacation since I can remember. I was going to say ever, but I haven't done YouTube my whole entire life. The first vacation that we have taken since we've started YouTube, where for 3 days I filmed nothing other than maybe a couple clips on the airplane, a couple clips when we first walked in our room, but I didn't even talk. I just filmed, and that was it. And then I was like, I need a break. I'm not turning on the camera. I'm not filming anything. We weren't doing a bunch of activities and excursions, so whatever I could have filmed that first day, I can film it on the 4th day, and that is exactly what I did. We had an 8-day vacation, so it was I really truly need a break, and I loved and appreciated every moment of it. So do I ever think, oh God, I need a break from YouTube, I need to take a week off? No, but I do look forward to my vacations. Saving and budget tips for teens. I would say, I think I talked about this in the other video, I really like the system that Carly has going on right now, where when she gets paid, when I pay her, because I get her YouTube money, her brand deal money, everything runs through our company, because she's under 18. She can't really get paid directly herself from YouTube. You have to be 18. I pay her, it goes into her checking. She keeps $300-400 of her month, of that month's money. She gets paid once a month. Of that month's money into her checking, and then puts the rest in her savings. Now clearly, if she wanted to go out and buy a $200 purse and didn't really have the money in her checking, she can transfer, and I think she's done that maybe twice in the past year. She's really good about keeping accessible what she really, really needs and saving the rest. So I think that's a good place to start. Try to live off the bare minimum and budget that money throughout your week or month, however you do your money, however you get paid, and try to keep the rest in your savings, and just try not to touch it, and watch how fast it'll actually build up. What companies do you own and what do they do? Okay, I talked about this before in the other video too, but we own a media company that does billboard advertisements, and some other things that Ken has done with that company as well. And we've had that for probably about 24 years, since before we were even married. And then we'll be married 22 years this October. And then we have a physician recruiting company. If you want to know what that is, make sure you watch video 1. I explain how that works. We've had that since 2007. And then we have YouTube, which is Our Family Nest Productions, which is our channel and Carly's channel, falls under the same company until she turns 18, and then if she wants to turn that into like her own company name and get her own tax ID and that sort of thing, she can do that at that time. And is that it? Used to have Ivy and Sage, don't have that anymore. And then Ken has this new thing that we never really shared, never really got into much of the details of it. I'll have to ask him if he wants to talk about it someday. He did it a lot in 2020, and he's thinking about doing it a little bit again coming up in 2021. So we'll see. It's not like this, it's a very small, like kind of side business. It's not like it, you know, it's paying our mortgage or anything. Okay. How did you make time for it daily when having younger kids? Okay, I'm assuming you mean like just business. Oh my God, I've talked so long again. Owning a business in general. Honestly, back when we started our recruiting company in 2007, if I ever had to answer the question, do I have any regrets in life? One of them was when we were running our recruiting business for many years. I feel like Ken and I both worked way more than we should have. I really feel like there were times, now he coached the kids' sports. I was always obviously involved with Carly's dance. It's not like our kids ever went without like, oh, I want to go to a friend's house. It's not like I was always ever like, no, I can't take you because I have to work. Like, I feel like our kids still had a good life, a good upbringing. But back when they were little, there were times when we would work all day. They would come home from school, cook dinner, and just be like, go make yourselves busy. Go find something to do, because we have to work more. Like, we were workaholics for many, many years when we were in our 30s. I could just kind of regret that a little bit, because I just feel like time went by so fast and kids grow up so fast that if I had any advice for like young entrepreneurs, if you are an entrepreneur and you have young kids, make sure you're finding that balance between personal time and work time, because you have the rest of your life to work, but your kids are only going to be young for so long. So, do you let your kids keep their money they make from their personal YouTube channels? Yes. Chase gets his money directly now because he's over 18. Blake and Andrew have, obviously, when they were doing their channels, always got their money. Carly's channel is the only channel that has to feed through me and my company, my business, because she's under 18. YouTube won't pay anyone until they're 18. So I have to claim that money on my taxes. So it increases my income for the year, puts me in a higher tax bracket a lot of the times. But yeah, I pay taxes on that money, and then she gets the remaining. So every month when we get it, I just look at her YouTube channel, see what she makes, take off the tax percentage, and she gets the rest. And I talked a little bit more in the first video about like brand deal money, how I handle that. I get a small percentage and a fee for handling all of her contracts and emails and stuff like that. But yeah, she's doing very well. I'm very proud of her that she's decided to stick with it. Carly went through a time frame where she was like, well, you guys know, she went out and got a job at a restaurant, thought she was going to enjoy that better, maybe wasn't going to do YouTube anymore. There was a time frame where she was lucky if she posted 2 or 3 videos a month to her channel, and now she's understanding more how blessed she is to be able to have the YouTube channel, to make videos and make money, and basically have to work less to make more money, and then have the opportunity to do brand deals and stuff like that on Instagram and YouTube. And she realizes the value of that. If she continues to do that like through college, will probably be easier and more beneficial to her than going to like, you know, work at a restaurant or a clothing store or something like that while she's in college. Anyways, that's going to wrap up because that was all my questions. So I hope you enjoyed this little 2-part series. Hopefully if you guys asked me some more questions in the comments of the first video and this video, I'll do a next video. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for listening to me talk. My mouth is like so dry, my lips are dry, because I literally just talked for like 40 minutes, no, probably 50 minutes straight. And I hope you learned something. I hope I inspired you. Anyways, thanks guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.